million of them are children. Minhaj Welfare Foundation has been working and supporting the people of Syria since 2012. Alhamdulillah, wherever there is a disaster, wherever there's a need, Minhaj Welfare Foundation's team is there supporting those in need, and we have been there side by side with our Syrian brothers and sisters. Due to this crisis escalating over the previous 4 or 5 months, we have felt it importance upon ourselves to do more in supporting our brothers and sisters in need. In February of this year, our team travelled to the Turkey and Syria border to a small area called Rihane, where there's at least 90,000 Syrian refugees who are living in extreme poverty.
Adnan, how did it make you feel as a human being more than anything else?
Well, brother, whenever you see a situation like this, words can't describe how somebody would be living in a situation like this. I've traveled to many third world regions, Somalia, Kenya, and I've seen people living in extreme poverty. This was unique in the sense that I had met people who were living in middle class lives. They lived a very good life. Some were professionals. And then speaking to these individuals, from having everything to having nothing, and seeing this sort of potential in their eyes, and them wanting to have a better life for themselves and for their children. This was something that really caught me, and I was just thinking that this could happen to any of us. I always give this example. It's very easy for us to even turn on the tap at home and drink clean water, but there's a lot of people who are living in those situations who don't have clean water, or who don't have basic essentials such as food or even clothing to put on to their children. And this is the situation which we saw when we went to the region. And for me, this was the most terrifying situation, that we could see people who were living a good life, but all of a sudden have nothing. And I felt that this was an important point to raise, not just for myself, but to those who were part of Minhaj Welfare Foundation, and especially to our donors. And this is the message that we want to relay back to our volunteers and our donors, especially those who are in Sheffield and Birmingham and across the UK, that the situation that the people are living in at this very present moment of time is very dire, and we need to do as much as possible to help those in need. And this is why the Raising Smiles event, as Auntie Shahid has mentioned, we need to raise a smile for those in need, especially for those innocent women and children who don't have nothing at this very present moment of time, who don't have the very basic essentials to enjoy and to live a good life. And this is why Minhaj Welfare Foundation has organized Raising Smiles 2016 to ensure that at least for a couple of months, for 2 to 3 months, these families have enough food security. They have enough food for the next 2 to 3 months. Our target in Sheffield is to support at least 1,000 families or more. I'm hopeful that the number can go more than 1,000. But just to support one family, it costs at least £30 to support one family and provide them with food security, with a food package for one entire month.
Okay, so, and what about the ticket price is £10, but obviously you will be doing a collection on the day as well, yeah?
Yes, the ticket price is £10. Raising Smiles 2016, we feel that it's important, in addition to fundraising, to provide an entertainment to the audience that will be attending this event. They will be entertained through some nice live qawwali. At the same time, they'll be inspired through video messages, through those images from Syria, and also from our recent visit to the region itself. And at the end, we will have a live fundraising event, inshallah.
MashaAllah. And finally, your message to people listening to you in Sheffield, Rotherham and South Yorkshire, what's your message to them for Sunday, 17th of April?
Well, my message for all our listeners of Iman FM, I know you and your team will be there. I would encourage and I would ask and plead with all our listeners that they please buy a ticket and they please come to this event on Sunday, the 17th of April 2016 at Sheffield City Hall in Barkerstool, and I'm sure they will be entertained, they will be inspired, and they will inshallah support our Syrian brothers and sisters.
Adnan, Sohail, thank you very much for joining us, and inshallah we'll continue to talk to Baji Shada, but thank you for your time from Manchester. Thank you.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. And that's Adnan Sohail, the project manager for Raising Smiles 2016. They are going to raise money for the people of Syria, and around 1,000 families at least. And as he said there, I think it's very important to clarify that he said it's around £30 per family, but the ticket's only £10. So I think you'll have to dig deep when we get there, people, and help this cause, because it's a very, very noble cause.